Hello, everyone. My name is Brad Alcazan. I want to welcome you on to our monthly webinar. Hopefully, if you're online watching, you can see me. How you doing? Great to have you with us. If you're calling in tonight, and if you're a guest, welcome. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. Really excited to share our story with you about Verve, about this YPR movement, really about something that's taken off in colleges and high schools all around, not only America, but all around the world. And tonight you're going to really hear our story, a little bit about Verve and this business, the YPR, a little bit about the product, and the concept of what you're hearing tonight can really change your life. Now you're going to hear a lot of facts and things that are happening within our company and the excitement of what we're experiencing, but you're going to hear some stories tonight, really of young people that have made this happen, really young people that are excited, that are making a difference, in other people's lives by building this business. And I got to tell you guys, after tonight, you're going to be impressed. And I've been a part of this company for 6 years, so I just want to take a minute and share a couple thoughts. And basically could tell you a lot about the product, a lot about the company and the owner, BK Barreco, but really more what it can do for you, what it could do for all of us in this economy. If you stop and look around right now, people out there tend to be a little bit frustrated. Why? I mean, people are losing their jobs. You got to have an open mind. Companies are closing down and pay cuts are happening. And so it's forcing people to find other means and other ways to make money. And I think that's the most exciting thing of what you'll take from tonight is that this is working. And really something that, Oprah says in this economy, the most expensive thing you can have is a closed mind. And real quick, I'm from San Diego, California. Basically graduated playing basketball like any athlete. If you wanted to play in college, that was my dream. I was in a bad wreck, so I didn't get to play. That whole dream went out the window. And I started a business when I was young doing home audio video. Was fortunate to be in the right place at the right time and did really well with that. And then the economy hit, as many have been affected, and I had to make a change. And I think that's my theme in tonight, as your host, and what we're talking tonight is change. Many people are looking for change in America, and I think that's what this opportunity tonight allows you to do. So I had to make a change, and I basically got introduced to Vemma from my parents. Many of you have been heard about this from a friend. When you hear about something from your parents, sometimes it's hard to take everything they're saying, and obviously, when you hear it from your dad, it's like, I don't know, man. But I had an open mind, and I got on the product, and if you do some homework on Vemma, it's phenomenal. It's a liquid vitamin supplement, and I had great results as well as my mom. And my mom's health results is really what pulled me into the business. So there's a real big health side of the story you're going to hear about. As Vemma, this company is really a wellness company by trade, something this product has a lot of credibility about, and the fact that Men's Journal says Vemma is the best overall supplement. So a lot of credibility around this product, you guys. I was introduced to this in '05. Little interest in the business, as I had never seen it really work for young people. I never saw this happen, and that's what you're going to hear tonight. You're going to hear some stories of young people that have really made a decision, people that want to do something different, people that are looking for change, and I got to tell you, it's blown me away. But I got introduced to this from my parents, fell in love with the product, my mom's results, all the credibility. Verve is the official drink of the Phoenix Suns, as you'll see a couple slides here in a minute. And from that point, around '08, I made a decision. Like you tonight, I made a decision without a degree. I never went to college, but I wanted to do something that would allow me time freedom, financial freedom. And I started to share Vemma with my social network. And we're going to talk about that. You'll hear about that, the power of your social network with some of our speakers here. And basically in 5 years, the last 5 years, you guys, my life has changed. And I'll share with you that at the end. But really, I encourage you to have an open mind. And a couple of things we're going to talk about tonight. One is, if you're online and watching the slides, coming up here in June, there's a big event. My dad always taught me that events change lives, you guys. I've been fortunate and blessed to be very successful in Vemma. Many of you know I don't take it for granted. I work very hard at it. And, and I got to tell you, the events over the years is what really raised my belief that I could do this. It raised my belief that I could make this happen and be successful. And what better way to kick off summer, to kick off building your business over summer. I got to tell you guys, the summer is going to explode with this company, with Verve, with Vemma, with the YPRY. No distractions, man. No class, no homework. People want to make more money to travel and have fun. And what better way to kick off summer with this event called the Elevate event in San Diego. Check it out on verveleadership.vemma.com and check out this lineup. June 22nd in San Diego at the Grand Manchester Hyatt. It's a phenomenal, beautiful hotel that I'm just excited to go there. And for $29, $49 or even $99, you can get to hear from people like Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, one of the, if not best-selling business books of all time. a big guy I'm excited to hear from, one of the most successful real estate moguls I've ever heard of. Also, Darren Hardy, the editor and founder of Success Magazine. This guy has been very influential in helping me along the way, mentor to myself, and very good friend, and I'm really excited to have him as our host. And even Joseph McClendon, BK Barreto. Joseph, another powerful speaker on personal development, and our owner, founder, and president, BK Barreto is going to be live with us, and just really sharing the big picture of what's going to happen with Verve and the YPR. And I encourage you, you're going to hear from top Verve leaders, as you can see on the slides and on the website at verveleadership.vemma.com. If you want to grow, you must grow, and that's what this weekend's all about. Personal development is going to teach you a lot of different things and principles for the day, and even at night we're going to have a phenomenal get-together. But Alex Morton, Kaylee Warren, Jed Buenaluz, and many others are going to be live as myself, and so excited. So this summer, June 22nd, be there. They say be there and really take notes. Really take a couple things from this weekend, and I guarantee you on this June 22nd, you are going to take your business and elevate it to the next level. So check that out. Hopefully you're watching on. And let's continue, you guys. If you really kind of look into what's happening, as I said, there's 4 things I really want you to kind of have an open mind tonight, and the fact that number 1 is the product. If you're listening in, it's really built on a product called Verve. It's a healthy energy drink. It's not all that sugar and caffeine like Red Bull or Monster, where you won't be all wiry and jittery, you won't crash. And people love it, man. People love the taste. They like how they feel. People really have an emotional attachment to the product. And as you know, it's not retail. This is not a store product. If it was in stores, why would I get it from a friend? You're going to hear that. Why would I get it from a friend? As these young people you're going to hear in a minute, we're going to share their story, or get this from a friend, or someone I know. If I could buy it on my way to class or on my way to work. So if it was in retail, it would take away the whole idea. And number 2, as a consumer, I wouldn't even buy that. I don't know what it is. But that's the beauty of the business, you guys. If you're here listening tonight, if you're just checking this out, or you're, for the first time hearing about this, that's what we get credit for. You get credit for getting your friend on the product and whatever they do. And when you understand the concept of that, it is so powerful. And the fact that you can help your friends become successful, and therefore your income grows. And that's what these young people have done. But as you can see, some of the pictures on the slide, we do a lot of Verve events. I'm down here in Orlando. A couple big events tonight at some of our brand partners' places right near campus at UCF. You can see hundreds and hundreds of young people are coming to hear about this opportunity and are making the change. But it's really built around this product, as I said, something that we spend money on, guys? Coffee, Starbucks, sodas for lunch, energy drinks for your party or work out. So if you're like me, all I did, and many of these other people have done, is just a transfer of dollars. I don't spend money on Starbucks, sodas, energy drinks anymore. Again, I drink Verve, as you can see in the picture here. I'm drinking one right now, and it's probably the healthiest thing that we do all day. So my encouragement is, number 1, have an open mind and try the product. It tastes good. It's healthy. It sells itself. The Phoenix Suns official drink, but it's not retail. And again, we spend money on things like this every day. Let's talk numbers, because if you ever had a business, the idea of tonight is you can start your own business. Your friend's not here to really sell you energy drinks. If that's what you're hearing, I think maybe you kind of are missing a couple things. This is a concept, or what I call a vehicle, that will allow you to start your own business, to be successful, to really get on the right track to financial freedom. You look at some of the most successful business people in the world, they got passionate and excited about something and started their own business. Well, in any business, there's numbers. You want to know the numbers on how to reach 500, 1,000, maybe 2,000 a month, and you're going to realize it's very simple. It's very easy. It's very doable, and within a very quick time frame. We have unbelievable success stories you're going to hear about. But look at this number. The energy drink industry is at $12.5 billion, and predicted to be in 2017 around $21 billion in sales per year. So meaning that the energy drink market is on the rise. Caffeine's not going out of style. Energy drinks are not going out of style. And people are trying Verve, and they try Verve Bold and the zero sugar, and they love it. People love it. They love the taste and how they feel. And look at that number. That is an alarming number, and the fact that you do not want to miss the fact that this is going to be huge. This is going to be a company that's going to be in the billions, and we're so excited about it. Why? You're in the right place at the right time. Many say that in real estate it's all about location, but in business it's timing. And if you have an open mind tonight, number 1, try the product and realize, wow, it tastes pretty good. The idea is to take your Facebook, your phone book, and funnel that into this and begin to build a business. And when you gauge your interest in the product, and number 2, when you see the numbers, it's very doable, and this is exciting times. But let's also talk about the numbers and why. I think the one thing we talk about is have an open mind. try the product. Number two, look at the numbers. But let me explain the why. Why are young people doing this? When I met a young guy at ASU, he fell in love with the product. He said, if I like it, my friends will. If I make money, then my friends will want to do it. So we went over the numbers and we went over a method. But it wasn't really about the numbers. It wasn't about the cars and the fancy things that you're going to hear about. There's a real why message and why young people are doing this, why you're here tonight, and why you should have an open mind and really this is something that you can do. Well, look at the next slide is if you're watching online, look at this alarming statistic. The job market. Why are young people doing it? Well, there's three reasons. Right now, 53% of college graduates are unemployed. You guys, I'm at UCF, University of Central Florida, if not the biggest university in America. And it's scary to think that half of the kids that graduated this year, flip a coin, did not get a job. And it's sad. And I'm not saying I believe in education. But obviously, this is something you can do while you're in school. You can do this, an hour or 2 hours a day, very part-time, and begin to make $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month to be able to take some of the pressure off. Right now, all the young people that, right now can't even find a job. It's like 1 out of 2 young people can't find a job. The other reason, number one, is unemployment. Number two, is student loans. Student loan debt is now over $1 trillion, and they're saying something around 60% of kids have $30,000 or more. Do you understand the number of people that have student loans? It's actually past credit card debt. Many of our parents, and we all know how important that is to stay away from, and it's exceeded that. So why are young people doing it? The job market, student loans, and as many of us know, and I know better than anyone, working for $8 or $10 an hour, it's not the best, man. And so you can't work more hours at your job to make more money. Number two, everybody looks around, hey, you know anybody hiring? And everybody agrees the job market is not that great. And look at what we're doing. Start your own business. Right now, this generation is the most socially connected on the planet with social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can talk about it. I mean, some people are using, LinkedIn, even like Tumblr, different things like that, different, social media things in the way that we can really build this from your own computer, your own phone, even with Skype and Ubu. But look at what's happening in the company. Amidst this uncertain economy, Verve sales growth is up 322% in America, 257% worldwide, and that's year over year over the last couple of years. So this company is on the rise. You are in the right place at the right time, and that's why I'm so excited that you're hearing our story. And so when you see those numbers, you guys, it's real. The job market, student loans, $10 an hour, and even look at what we're doing state to state. Each and every state that we're building. California right now, ranked number 1 in sales. Shout out to all the California people, my own hometown, San Diego, as well. Florida, where we are right now, is exploding. I'm down here in Orlando, and we're moving into Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and we just finished up in Tampa the other day. So we're excited as far as young people are hearing the story, seeing the product and the concept, and realizing that this is a great deal. Even Texas, shout out to one of our young guys you're going to hear from, is building a huge team in Texas. Arizona, where it all started. Shout out to Alex Morton and all the groups in Arizona. And as you can see, New Jersey, number 5, 6, North Carolina, number 7, New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan. So many great things happening out there. Chicago, Illinois, the Ohio market, Georgia, Virginia, Washington, and Colorado are the top 15 markets, basically in the college scene, in the YPR, where there's a lot of growth happening. And so if those are your areas, get on board, get excited, and start sharing this story with people. Because I got to tell you, young people, many people are looking for opportunities. Well, as you're going to hear knowing about the product, I'll touch on that in the end and a little bit more on the numbers. But when you understand there's two things, the right tools and the right support. You guys, in this business, you have the tools, the website, YouTube, and Facebook. All the tools we have in place will really help you build the business. But the support is the key to it all. It's the glue. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce you to some of our young and up-and-coming rising stars in this. Some young people that, like you and I, they tried it one day at a home event or on a three-way call. Their friend told them about it or over Skype or something. They tried it. They fell in love with the product. They saw the numbers. They used the tools and they used the support, and they became a success story. And my dad always said, the one who tells the story the most wins. And check this out. Look at these guys. My first guest on our webinar tonight, someone I'm so proud of, from way up high in Ontario, Canada. My buddy Chris, a young guy that is just blowing up the business. If you're online, you can see his picture. He's got a pretty sweet Benz. I got to say, man, he is rocking and rolling. Hey, Chris, if you're on the webinar on the call, did you make it on?
Yeah, buddy, I'm here, Brad. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Hey, glad you can make it on and share your story. Hey, real quick, why don't you take a minute and introduce everybody to who you are, where you're from, kind of what happened, and then hand it back to me, and I'll ask you a couple questions.
Perfect. So, yeah, man, my name's Chris Messenger. I'm 26 years old from Toronto, Canada. About 11 months ago, a friend of mine, Phil, actually gave me a phone call, and he realized that I was kind of stuck. I went to university for about 6 years. I was trying to become a high school teacher. I was trying to run a business, and I was in a lot of student debt, and I really was struggling. And he gave me a shout. He goes, Chris, I have a concept here where you can kind of change your life and allow you to, buy back your time and buy back what it is that you really want. And at the time, I kind of thought he was a little crazy because he kind of talked to me about an energy drink, and I was a health and wellness guy. I used to train pro athletes. I immediately disregarded it. But when I found out that it was a really healthy alternative to the competition, I immediately fell in love with the product. Then when I started understanding the business and saw where it really could go with the potential, I took it on as a full-time thing, and it literally changed my life. 11 months into this thing, I kind of do what I want, when I want, have my own schedule. I just got back from Australia, building a team out there, and never in my life would I think I'd have the opportunity to really be able to do that. And without Verve and this white card movement, man, I had nowhere I'd be in my life.
Wow. Well, that's powerful. I mean, so you're saying you got a big why and why you're building the business, and you can say that this has definitely changed your life. Obviously at the level, congrats on reaching executive. What's one of your highest weeks? What's in 1 week? What was your highest check?
I was around $4,000 or $5,000 in a week span. I really saw this thing early on and got super excited. I actually got car qualified in 3 weeks when I first saw it. Wow. That's how excited I got. So that's kind of what builds this business. Is when this information gets shared with young people, it's get excited. And when I started in Toronto, there wasn't too much white power movement. But now we kind of call ourselves the white power lions out here because lions don't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep, because there was a lot of people that were hating us in the beginning, but now they really are opening up their mind, like you said earlier on, to the concept. And guys, it really works. It's just following the leaders like yourself, Brad, who've made it happen, and just duplicating your success.
Well, I'm proud of you, Chris. I mean, you're on the right track, man. You made the decision, you followed the steps, and you've become a success story. And I gotta say, man, you are going to be a star. I'm proud of you. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. You guys, Chris Messenger out of Ontario, Canada. What's one tip, man, that you can encourage a new person to focus on if they make a decision this is something they want to do?
You really got to be attached to your reason for doing this. I looked at my life. I was never really, privileged with having a lot of money. My parents struggled a lot, and my mom's got multiple sclerosis, and she can't really work much longer. It's crazy to me that she cried when I didn't pursue teaching, but she's about to cry again because she doesn't have to work this year. And to me, that's like the biggest reason. You got to have that driving force for why you're really doing it. The money, the cars, the trips is all great, but it's really about helping and inspiring other people to change their life and better their future.
So you're saying you're going to retire your mom from this business, from this opportunity?
Yeah, it's already been in the works, and it'll be done.
Wow, man, I'm proud of you, dude. You're the man. I'll be in Toronto and Montreal at the last week of the month, so I will be seeing you guys up there around the 25th to the 30th.
Perfect, buddy. I look forward to seeing you.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story, you guys. Look at that, Chris Messenger, young guy out of Ontario, Canada, that just has become a huge success story. He's got a pretty sweet Benz, man. Maybe you'll let me borrow it. And hey, guys, one story. My dad always said it, in this opportunity, that the facts tell, but the stories sell. Meaning that, the facts will tell you what's in the product. The facts tell you the numbers, but the story is what sells it. Well, and, it tends to sometimes think that, it's just some guys that are making this thing happen. Well, you're wrong. There are young ladies coming out the woodworks that are blowing this business out and becoming huge success stories. And I'm so proud of my young friend, Lucy Lacosta, someone who I got to meet at her first home event in the business. And she fell in love with this, and I got to tell you, she is a rising star. Hey, Lucy, did you make it on the call?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, Brad.
Hey, I want to congratulate you for reaching Diamond this month. I'm so proud of you. You guys, that means that Lucy has reached a level of Diamond at 20 cycles. She'll tell you kind of where she's at in the money side of it, but she is built a business in about 10,000 in volume or more monthly. And she's also now qualified for the car program. But real quick,
thank you.
You're welcome. Why don't you take a minute and share everybody kind of who you are, where you're from, what school you're at, and kind of what you do, and kind of your first thoughts and what happened, and hand it back to me. I'll ask you a couple questions.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm Lucy. I'm 19. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm on a tennis scholarship at Lake Superior State University up in Michigan. What happened to me is I met Brad at a home event. I tried Verve, loved it, I realized that, as a college athlete, I'm already spending money on this stuff every single day. So if I could get paid to drink a healthy alternative, that'd be sick. And that's exactly what it was. So, yeah, I mean, I just told a couple friends about it, signed a couple people up, they signed a couple people up. I just duplicated the system, just followed the system, and I just hit diamond. My checks have been around $300 a week, and I'm really excited.
Wow. So at 19 years old, you heard about this, maybe skeptical, unsure of what was going on, and, it's normal to be a little hesitant, but you took that first step. You obviously been drinking the product, and as an athlete, you see a difference there. But you're telling me that you were able to share this with a few friends. Didn't you share it with one friend, and he really saw the big picture, and it turned into how many orders from just that one guy alone?
Yeah, I mean, I signed up my one friend, Jordan, who signed up BJ, who just hit platinum. So he has about 200 plus in his business just from that one guy, just from me telling one person about it.
And that's what Lucy will tell you. You're literally two people away from it exploding, and now she has her other team, her other side rocking and rolling. You build a left and a right. Well, Lucy, maybe, where do you see yourself by the end of summer? And, what's one thing to focus on if you're the newest person in making this successful?
By the end of summer, I definitely see myself hitting executive about a G a week. And I'm excited about that. Yeah, definitely not getting a summer job. And if you're new tonight, I would just say to focus on a culture, make it fun, make it cool, and more meetings means more money. It's that simple.
Wow. So making a culture, make an environment for people to come and get together where you have some events and meetings, and then where you're having fun. And you said more events means more money.
Yes.
You are awesome. Lucy Lacosta, our newest diamond. You guys, she's making, a little over $300 a week, and it is climbing. Lucy, you're going to be a star. I'm so proud of you. Thanks for coming on and sharing your story. And executive by the end of summer, a G a week. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, check that out. I mean, if you start to do some homework, a lot of young ladies are seeing this. They are getting excited. They're teaming up with their girlfriends, and they're creating success stories so quickly. It is so exciting to see young ladies like Lucy and others, and so proud of you. So thanks for taking the time to be with us. And our last success story of the day, this young guy, again, someone who I met when I first started working at Arizona State, when this whole thing started, I met him. He'll tell you about 15 months ago. And this young guy is a phenom, who's been I would say if you're hearing me tonight, this business, it can work for anybody. If you're here, I don't want you to think, that's only for them. You guys, this is happening to young people. I don't even have a college degree, and I've made this work. But this guy, Cody Barton, is rocking and rolling. He is our newest young presidential. As you heard from Chris at executive, about $1,000 a week or so on a regular basis. He's had high weeks of 4 or so. Lucy's also had weeks where she's made well over 1,000, but making consistently 300 to 400 at diamond. And Cody Barton at 19 just reached presidential, just had a birthday. Cody, if you're out there, man, did you make it on the call?
Yes, sir.
What is going on, man? Well, I'm proud of you. Congratulations for reaching presidential. I heard you haven't missed a beat, and you're almost now even star presidential. So maybe take 1 minute and share everybody what happened, what's going on in your life, what this has done for you at a young age, now making over $100,000 a year, which is scary, and really what you're excited about, and hand it back to me.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, basically, when I was first introduced to this business, typically, I was skeptical. The normal skeptic at the beginning, didn't really see the business aspect of it. I really just kind of fell in love with the product to start. Really liked consuming the product on a monthly basis, kind of drank it for a little bit and decided I wanted to, really kind of change my financial situation because I wasn't really happy with where I was at. I mean, I was working 2 jobs and, I just felt stuck with, so if you're out there listening in and you feel kind of stuck where you're at, this is something that you could utilize to get you out of the situation that you're in, because that's what I did, Kay. I was working 35 hours a week, actually at McDonald's here in Tempe, Arizona. I was also working at another job on the side of that. I was actually sign spinning as well. So I was doing 2 jobs. It was taking up a lot of my time. I was a senior in high school, really just saw this as my way out. And, really just grabbed a hold of it, and over the last 18 months really decided to really make it a priority in my life to, make this thing happen and follow the leadership within, Alex Morton, Brad Alcazan, Andrew Bear, and really just plan to keep taking it to the top.
Cody, that is amazing, man. So you're telling me, like a year ago, you worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And what do you make on, like, maybe just, again, and we're not here to make income claims. This is obviously varies for every different person based off your own time and effort. And this business is purely based off of that. But what are you seeing right now about weekly?
Weekly, it's probably right around between 1,800 and 2,600. My biggest week is this week, which will be about 5.
So you're 19, making like about 2 G's a week, and a year ago you worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but if that's not compelling enough, you've got to have an open mind. And as he said, with the right support, the right leadership, he was able to follow the steps. Cody, where do you see yourself by end of the week? Where do you see yourself by end of summer? And what is one tip for a new person to focus on? We heard from Lucy, and more meetings means more money, creating a culture of fun and where your friends can hang out and have a good time. Chris talked about he talks a lot of good things and what he's been able to be successful with. But what is one thing that has helped you get to where you're at?
Yeah, well, basically, by the end of this week, goal is Star Presidential, which I think I'll be able to get. Into summer, Ambassador, hopefully approaching Star Ambassador. And then the one tip that I have for the newest person listening in, the newest person getting started, or, one of the newest people that are, just starting the business now, getting it going is, be consistent. That was the biggest thing where I had people that, got started with the business with me, or, I saw people kind of get on board with it. They gave it a shot for a couple of weeks, or, they gave it a month, and then they kind of got lazy with it. And then they waited and it kind of fell off a little bit, and then they came back, and they, it's a recurring cycle. And this is just something that you have to be consistent with. I kind of compare it to if you want to, achieve a really great physique, within your body. If you want to be consistent, you got to go to the gym. You got to eat healthy. You got to consistently be doing those things. And with this business, you have to be consistently working with your team, empowering them to become the next, success story, and helping them duplicate yourself into different people on your team, and making sure that, you're actually caring about the newest people getting started and helping them succeed, taking your eyes off of yourself and putting it on the newest people and on the leadership within your team, and really just connecting and building those relationships. I think is the most important part of this entire business, is the relationships entirely.
So put the time in, getting to know the person, what is their why, what is their goal, build a relationship, and take the eyes off of you and help your people become success stories. That's your secret tip.
Yep.
Wow, man, I'm proud of you. You guys, at 19, this young guy will be on the brink of Royal and on here very soon, and where that would be $1 million a year, if not more. Cody, I'm proud of you, man. Stay focused, stay humble, stay excited, and keep leading your team and helping. My dad said the one who creates the most bronze, silvers, and golds wins. So I'm proud of you, brother. Stay focused. As you guys can see, Cody Barton, 19, almost Star Presidential, 6-figure income in a little over a year. Just impressive. So with that, hopefully, these stories hopefully relate. These stories hopefully raise your belief. Young people, as you can see here tonight, have made a decision and made this work. Well, after you hear the stories, there's a lot of tools. As I said, the tools are in place to help you. We have a phenomenal product with great reviews, credibility, as we talked about. The numbers are doable. Get with the person who invited you on here to kind of go over how to reach bronze, how to reach silver and gold, how to reach, make 200 or 600, 700, 1,200 a month, and even how to frenzy, even the customer referral program. We'll talk about that in a second. But the app is phenomenal. The app will track your business, as you can see on here, shows your income, shows your cycles, your team left and right, your free products, shows everything right there on your phone, and you can lay in bed and build your business. I would encourage that, as Lucy said, more meetings. But, you guys, the app is phenomenal. And it even has a feature where you can just text some friends about what we're doing, and this can go viral. Being in social media, social networks, things go viral, they become trendy, and that's what's happening. And it's even in different languages. As you can see on the screen, all the different 9 languages that we have the app in, so you can really build this business anywhere in the world through the app. So thanks to Vemma and the team for putting that together. Basically, the concept, drink this product and drive a Beamer. I don't know about you, but that's a good deal. Working at McDonald's, they don't give you enough money for a car when you reach a certain point in their company, and that's what I love about Vemma. You can reach the diamond level, as you heard Lucy talk about in the business. It's about 60 people or 60 orders on one side, 30 orders on the other. Again, refer to the person you're with tonight for the details on that. But about a little less than 100 orders of product in your business at Verve, and you are into a new car. If you're like me, I like it simple. That's called duplication. That's like 10 get 10. Check out youtube.com/Verve Energy. It's our YouTube channel. It shares our story about the job market, student loans, $10 an hour, and you're going to see other young success stories. Alex Morton, our newest Royal Ambassador, as well as Katie Warren, Josh Noble, and many of the other leaders, Patrick Comer, Bryce Madick, Adam Wenig, Anthony Cometa. There's so many, Luke Kish. You're going to hear about all these different stories. Look out for them. They're uploading on there as quick as possible. So check that out on youtube.com. It's got 3.3 million minutes viewed in 2013. So obviously people are checking it out. The next step, number 1, get on board. There's no sign-up fee. There's no kit to buy. There's no membership fee. None of that. You order products, your website's up, and we go to work. So what does that mean? Download the Vemma app. Get on board. Where you order products, I recommend a silver pack. It's optional, but it gives you product. You need product. If you don't have product on hand, it's hard to make it work. That would be like having a Subway with no bread. So you got to order product to get started. From that point, download the app. Start talking to your friends. Text your friends. Send them to verveenergy.com on YouTube so they can watch some of the videos and they can obviously see that this is working. Really, if you find 3 people, after you can get started with a builder pack. Many of the young people that have had the most success, it really sets you up to succeed. Got a builder pack, got 3 friends on board in a week, and they made $700. Some even doubled it, got 6 in a week, and they made $1,400. But find 3 people, watch the 3-step training videos. Myself, I put some of them on the YouTube channel, as well as Alex Morton, on what to focus on. And then find 3 customers. Get your mom on the Vemma, the liquid vitamin supplement. Read about it on Vemma.com, or even Body with Chris Powell from Extreme Makeover. You can talk about body and getting in shape with that. 3 customers and your product's free monthly. Step 3, get car qualified. You need to create 2 teams. As I said, Lucy created 2 teams, one to 5,000 in volume on one side and the other to 5,000. About 10,000 in product volume sales or product moving out monthly in your group. You are qualified to go get a new 3 Series or BMW or Mercedes. They'll give you money, $400 a month for your payments. So really excited. Get to the dealership, start dreaming. And here's the challenge. Get 5 of your friends into a BMW and you make 50 G's a year. 5 friends, you help. Again, he said taking the focus off of him, he helped 5 friends get into a BMW, and he's gone way beyond 50 a year. And that's something that, with our support, every individual on this call tonight can make happen with this opportunity. In closing, the revolution continues. If you didn't know, it's not a get-rich-quick. It's not going to happen overnight. But think about this. It's happening very quick, and now it's happening all over the world. We're in 60 countries. Being of the company, the next convention, the big event, as I told you, June 22nd is going to be huge with the lineup we talked about tonight. But the convention in Taiwan, I'll be present and speaking at that event August 17th in Kaohsiung, Taiwan at the Grand Hailei Hotel. Really going to be an amazing event. So you might have friends studying abroad. You might know international people. This is a chance to open up your phone book, your Facebook, and you can build an international business. The revolution continues. And in Germany and Munich, who wants to travel? You want to travel. How cool is that you can do that with this? September 6th to 8th, there's going to be a Vemma Verve convention, the Vemma Revolution convention, and it's going to be at the Leonardo Royal Hotel in Munich. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is an impressive show. It's like a concert. I mean, you're going to be blown away. And basically, in closing, like I said, the next Verve webinar and call you want to promote and invite people to is July 9th. It's a Tuesday at 5 p.m. July 9th, you guys. We are so excited to share this story with you. I'm Brad Alcast. I've been a part of Vemma for 6 years. It's changed my life. Over 5 years, I reached over $1 million income. And I'm not here to talk about my story. I'm trying to show you the big picture of what we're doing here tonight. Get back with the person you came on with. Try the product. If it makes sense, order the product, get your website up, follow those simple steps, and we will help you become the next success story with Verve. So next month, July 9th, Tuesday at 5 p.m., invite some friends and people you know on, and we will see you guys then. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. Have a great week and have a great summer. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.